Hey everyone, Jets Takeoff. In this one, I want to talk about three positions that we just have to address in the draft. Joe Douglas has got to draft these guys, and this is not including quarterback because that's already set in stone. But I have three positions that I think we need to address, and I'll say in which rounds I think we will be taking a player for that position. First off is linebacker. I know this one may not stand out as much as some of the other ones, but I feel like we are going to draft a linebacker 1,000,000%. Yeah, CJ Mosley, we signed him to a big money deal, but he's been out of football for a quite amount of time. We don't know if he'll return to the same form, and if he doesn't, we'll just cut him. So he would be gone next year, worst case scenario. And we signed Jarrod Davis, and I'm excited to see what he can do, but he's on a one-year deal. If it flops, he's gone, but if he plays really well, we might not give him the contract extension. It really depends on the money. And for that reason, that just leaves Blake Cashman. That's not okay. In San Francisco, Robert Saleh, he had Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw. You can develop some linebackers. I mean, if anything, I trust Robert Saleh. He was a former linebackers coach. There is no way we don't draft a linebacker to kind of become that Mike, captain, leader of the defense. It's just crucial in Saleh's defense. It really is. And I like Marcus May. I like him as the leader, but I think he's going to go eventually, and we do need that true team leader, so I think we're going to address linebacker. And I would look potentially with pick number 23. I would not put it past us if we stay put there. If not, though, I think it could easily be in the third round or the second round. I would rule out Micah Parsons, and that's about it. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Cornerback, it's definitely the weakest position on the team. I like Bryce Hall a lot. I really do. I think he'll be on the team for quite a bit of time. But bless Austin. If anything, I see Austin more as a safety, and we could potentially move him to safety. I think that would be actually a smart idea. But that's besides the point. Anyways, besides that, Lamar Jackson, undrafted free agent. We just simply can't roll with that squad. So we're going to draft a cornerback in this draft. I expect it to be pretty early on. First rounder, 23 maybe, to the second round. It just has to happen. We got to draft a cornerback to become that guy who can be on an island. It just has to happen, and who can also play zone too, because we're going to be running cover 3. So this corner's got to be pretty damn good. And I trust Saleh because in San Francisco, I mean, he kind of revived Jason Verrett, a guy who was injured all the time, and he made him play at an absolute, I mean, he was playing phenomenally. Absolutely great season he had last year. So we got to address cornerback because, man, we will get lit up by other teams. They'll just shred and carve us like a turkey. It can't happen. We got to draft a cornerback. I think round 2 with 34 is safe, and if we trade down from 32 or 23, we'll definitely be getting another second rounder. So, in my opinion, it's going to be the second round, no matter what. All right, sorry for the new location and the setup, but what I was going to say is the third position we need is kicker. Kicker has been a mess ever since we let Jason Myers walk. I mean, I don't even know why Mike McCagnon didn't bring him back. He was such a beast, but ever since then, kicker has been such a problem. I mean, Kair Vedvik, Sam Ficken, Diego Castillo. It's a nightmare. It has to stop here because kicker, it's really important. And the difference between winning a game and losing a game could be a field goal. So it's super important and crucial for this team to finally get a kicker who's reliable. And say any chance we make the playoffs, we got to have one. I say we draft a kicker between the 6th to 7th round, no earlier. I don't think there's any Sebastian Janikowski just heading in the draft or anything. That's worth taking pretty high, but in my eyes, I feel like the 7th is more value to draft a kicker, but if we know someone is going to take the kicker that we want, then we should use one of our 6th rounders on taking one. So that's what I think. And also throw in a little quick bonus. I think another position that we could address in this draft is probably interior defensive line. No, I'm just playing. It's edge. I think we could get another complimentary edge prospect in this draft to kind of sit and soak under Carl Lawson, who Saleh can kind of develop because he's shown that he can develop pass rushers in this league. Kerry Hyder came out of nowhere, and why is that? Most likely because Robert Saleh was teaching him and the D-line coach. But I like JFM a lot. I feel like he's mad underrated. But I'm almost positive he's a free agent after this year. So, in my eyes, I feel like we should spend probably a 3rd to a 4th round pick on an edge player to kind of develop. They don't have to play year 1. They don't have to get a lot of snaps. They could be rotational on like second downs only or whatever, or second and long. But the point is, we're going to need someone eventually because I hope we do bring JFM back. I really do, because I feel like he is mad underrated. But if we don't, a complimentary edge away from Carl Lawson, we're going to need one badly. And I feel like there's nothing better, or no position in the draft better to do it than the 3rd or 4th rounder. Yes, we have Jabari Zuniga, but we might as well get another, because if Zuniga doesn't work out, then we're in a predicament right here. So might as well just double dip, see which one of them prevails, which one is the better player, and then they can kind of take over that edge spot if JFM were to leave. So those are the positions. So those are the positions I think we gotta take in this draft. In what rounds? And I would appreciate it if you guys could leave some player suggestions down below for each position. I'm really curious. I'm more of a quarterbacks analyst when it comes to the draft. I love watching a lot of quarterback film. I've seen some positional player film, if anything offensive line, but let me know, draft freaks in here. We're getting closer, day 3. I'm actually recording this the same day as another video that came out today, so go check that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.